Powerful moments. Let's bring in our political panel. Welcome Fox News contributor and former spokesperson for George W. Bush, Mercedes Schlapp, as well as chairman of GOPAC and GOP strategist David Avella. So what did you think of the speeches last night? Thank you for joining us. And Mercedes, ladies first.
Well, I got to tell you, I was on the convention floor. It was incredible what energy there was in the room. But there was also this sense of emotion, and that came from the everyday Americans. The mother of the Benghazi, the one who lost her son in Benghazi, mother of a fallen soldier, Marcus Luttrell, who was a former Navy SEAL. Those were the speeches that really resonated, that brought people to tears at the convention. Why? Because it came from the heart. It wasn't necessarily incredibly scripted. And I have to tell you, though, the powerful speech of the night was Rudy Giuliani. He spoke about race relations. He spoke about law enforcement and how they are there to help save people in the streets, and also talked about the message of One America, which is, I think, so important, and that's a message that Donald Trump is definitely pushing through this convention. We can't forget, of course, Melania Trump, her story as an immigrant, coming to America, talking about hard work and kindness and compassion, talking about her husband as really being one who can do great things for America. So again, it was such a diverse group of speakers for the first night. It really set the stage for what I think is going to be a very powerful and uplifting convention.
Yeah, David, really emotional night. You have Mayor Giuliani. I agree with that. Such a powerful moment when he talked about the role police officers play. It doesn't matter what religion they are, what color they are, they go out and they protect.
Not once has Rudy Giuliani spoken at a Republican convention and not had people on their feet. He's a fantastic communicator. He knows what we need to do to keep America safe, and he was an outstanding choice to have speak last night. But I will say this as well. If you're looking for the one reason most people support Donald Trump, Willie Robertson said it. They're looking for someone to have their back. And for too often, the government has done more to be on people's back in a harmful way. They're looking for someone to have their back to help lift them up. And Trump, with his policies, are going to do that, getting America safe, not only economically, but also our personal safety. And as Mercedes said, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Melania doing a great job at opening the door for people who might have been for Trump but didn't know what he's really like. She gave some insights, and what I heard a lot last night was folks now are very excited to hear Ivanka and the two sons, because they're going to give more insight to what Donald Trump's really like.
Well, Tiffany speaking tonight, we've not really heard from her at all.
Yeah, that's very similar to Melania Trump. We had not heard from her up until last night, or a lot of people had not. Hillary Clinton, she was a target for a lot of the speakers. Specifically, I want to talk about what General Michael Flynn had to say. He said, you know, he has called, saying, I've called for Hillary Clinton to drop out of the race because she put our nation's security at extremely high risk with her careless use of a private email server. If I did a tenth of what she did, I would be in jail. So, Mercedes, a sign of things to come?
Absolutely. Hillary Clinton is the easiest target for the Republicans. Just what we have seen with the private emails scandal, obviously the comments that James Comey, the FBI director, made regarding Hillary Clinton about being extremely careless. And it talks to Hillary Clinton's misjudgment. And the fact is that can she even be trusted with classified information when the mere fact of what she did was out of pure convenience and gross negligence? So I think for the Republican Party, they're really saying, and for Donald Trump, sending a very clear message to the Americans, saying, look, we cannot go in this direction. Hillary Clinton is unfit to be president. She will not keep America safe. Do we really want a third-term Obama term presidency? Because she is part of the failed foreign policy that President Obama has pushed forward in the past 7.5 years.
David, there was a real focus last night on our military. A lot of messages from our veterans.
It was a good night for communicating that message, and hence why it was Make America Safe Again. And you think about, we're having our convention this week, and the Democrats are having theirs next week. And after the two conventions are over, the fundamentals of this race are still the same. And can Donald Trump convince voters to take a risk with him in that we don't know exactly what we're going to get out of a Trump presidency versus making a bad choice for Hillary Clinton. And we started hearing a little bit of that last night and last night was the military focus, that we know from the decisions that she has made so far and the fact that she is saying she wants to continue the policies of the last 7 years, which Americans decidedly do not want to continue. She is a bad choice for America. And that's what this election ultimately comes down to. Do you want more of what we've had the last 7 years?
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. David, Mercedes, thanks for waking up for us.